So give me your love. So give me your love. I need you when I see you. You surprise me. Your face is beautiful to see you. Every night I take your heart. So give me your love. So give me your love. Give me your love. So give me your love. Give me your love. So give me your love. So give me your love. Every morning in the school, I see you and I can't imagine my life without you. So give me your love. Give me your love. Give me your love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another stream. Today we are in rainy, stormy Newark, New Jersey. We are here at the Druzecki Designs Newark AM Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We've been taking out the iFly Max in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And we're going to be flying up to Nuuk, Greenland. So if you guys didn't already know, earlier, I believe it was this month, United launched its new route this summer. I believe it's a seasonal route only for the summer of Newark over to Nuuk, Greenland. and it's one of the first flights to ever go to Greenland, I believe, from the United States. I believe there was a flight like a while ago, but it's the first time in a long time since the U.S. has flown to Nuuk. It's especially made possible because Nuuk expanded their runway, so now they have a longer runway, which holds larger aircraft that could do this route. And United chose to do the 737 MAX 8 on this route. So we're going to be flying over to Nuuk. This is the beautiful Druzeki Designs Newark, one of my favorite, what's it called? My favorite sceneries for the sim. It seems like in 2024, the people in the terminal just turned into little polygons, but in 2020, they look like more normal people. But hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed Flight Sim Expo. If you did end up going, I did not, unfortunately. But I hope everyone had a fun weekend nevertheless. Marco, thank you so much for being a member, and welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you for being here. But yeah, we're going to be heading down to our gate. And what's it called? Take a look at our airplane down here. Excited for the flight. Yeah, dude, me too. All I did was load into Greenland to see if the scenery works, and it does. But I have yet to actually land there or fly there at all. So that's why I really wanted to do a new route. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, and it's honestly not too bad of a long haul. I think it's only like 4 hours in this flight, so it's not too bad. Yeah, there was a lot of news. We'll be going over that. I'll try to find as much news as possible. I know for sure I want to go over the Windwing stuff, the Tolis stuff, Tolis/Aerosoft stuff. I know Navigraph had a couple updates. Yeah, there's a lot of updates I would love to go over once we're in cruise. So yeah, we'll do the Wordle per usual. We'll do the Wordle per usual, and we'll also do the we'll get into some news and do some reactions as far as the videos goes. Because I know the Synaptic A220 trailer released, and that's another thing that I saw. I did see that as well. All right, it always glitches out when you go too far away from the jet bridge. We'll wait for it to reset itself. I don't care about Aerosoft TBH. I don't think anyone would buy anything for Aerosoft. What I hope is that it's mostly Tolis doing the systems and everything like that, since it is a collaboration with Tolis. I hope it's mostly Tolis and less of Aerosoft doing the projects that they're doing. Because if it is more Aerosoft, then yeah, it's not going to look too good. All right. Cat's all ready, Joey. All right, here we go. Walking into the office here. Let's go ahead and sit down. So this is a stormy Newark, like I said. They're actually having a ground stop right now due to thunderstorms in the area and convective activity. So we'll see. We'll see if we get in the air in Nuuk. Believe it or not, winds are gusting 50 knots, and the visibility is low, and it's really bad. So hopefully, in real life, I'm sure the flight would be delayed until the weather got better. But you know, it's a flight simulator, so we're just gonna send it anyway, and we'll hope that once we get over there, the weather turns out to be a lot better. Because the weather is absolutely crazy right now. All right, let's go ahead and get the battery on. We'll go ahead and get the ground power on. That is looking good. We'll go ahead and arm the emergency lights, and we'll come up and we'll get the upper overhead panel pre-flight done. Did we get this click spot right? These click spots are definitely weird for me. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. That is looking all good. There we go. We can slide this over, so we got 2 minutes on there. Perfect. We'll get the yaw damper on, and we can go ahead and get all the fuel pumps on. Look at the OFP here. Let's see how much fuel we're going to need for this flight. Going to need 27,167. Okay. All right, we'll get the window heat to come on there, and we'll go ahead and get the panel light up a little bit here. We'll get the logo light on. Everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and get the main panel lights on here. Same with over here. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right. We are looking all good. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and go outside real quick. And let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I can. All right, let's go ahead and do a little walk around of our aircraft here. Go ahead and make sure the static reports, everything is looking good there. Take a look at the nose gear, make sure there's no flat tires or anything like that, no leaks or anything. All right, that's looking good. All the pitot tubes and everything look good here. Everything's looking good. Ground crew isn't out here yet, so they haven't opened up the doors. Got all the LED lights. We'll check the fan blades, make sure there's no cracks or anything, no dents in the cowling. Everything looks good. Take a look at the wing here. Everything looks good there. Very nice. We'll come over here. And we'll check the brake wear indicators. We got good brakes. Perfect. Come into here. Everything looks good. And our rudder is full deflected to the left here, so I wonder if it's pretty windy here. There we go. Got our tail skid here. All right. Checking out everything over here. Everything is looking good. All right, perfect. Walk around is complete. Everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and hop back inside, and we'll get things all set up. So, first things first, let's go ahead and get our. We will get our performance numbers going. We'll do weight and balance. We'll read the Microsoft Flight Simulator data, and it looks like it's in kilograms. So let's go to system, sim menu, panel style, general. We'll do the US system. We'll go ahead and hit done. We'll come back. We'll go to here, do performance and payload. So right now we're at 137.0 for the zero fuel weight. Our flight plan says 130. So let's go ahead and take out, do 5,000. We'll split load it here, see what that gives us. And we'll do 2,500 maybe. Oops. $138. 2500. Okay, well then we'll do 4,500 maybe. 132.2. That works. All right, we'll go ahead and set payload for our fuel. Like I said, we're going to be doing 27,167. So 27,167. We'll go ahead and set the fuel. 127,167 is set there. We can go ahead and set the fasten seatbelt sign. There we go. Let's go ahead and head into our update is out of date. I should probably change that. Oh well. I don't think I've updated it since the release. All right, we'll go ahead and do EWR for the reference airport. Oops. There we go. And we'll go next page. We'll pull the GPS coordinates and we'll put it in. Perfect. Next, we'll go to route. We'll go import Newark, and then let's go ahead and get some ATIS information here. So we got 134.825 is going to be the frequency. 124 or 134. Oh my God! I was literally about to I was literally about to join the frequency and they just got offline. Rip. Okay, whatever. We'll do the real life Addons, I guess. They just got offline. Damn. That sucks. All right, that's fine. We'll go ahead and just do the real life Addons here. So real life Addons is Delta. And winds are 250 at 07. 10 statute miles of visibility. And we got some rain in the area. Scattered clouds at 035. Scattered clouds at 5,000. Broken layer at 10,000. And broken layer 25,000. Temperature is 26. Dew point is 22. Altimeter is 299er1. And ILS 22 left is approach. Departing runway 22 right. So we'll depart 22 right. 22 right from intersection Whiskey is what they're doing. Cool. All right. What's up, Mexican Aviator? Welcome aboard, man. How you doing, bro? All right, cool. That is all done there. 125325. I'm gonna go to New York Center. 135 or 125. All right, 12535. Let's see if we go ahead and get our clearance from them. I'm doing good, bro. I'm super excited for this flight. I haven't done this flight before. I'm excited to finally do a brand new flight, or a brand new route, I should say. Gonna be sick. All right, 125. Oh wait, 325. What am I doing? We'll see if we can get in here. Oh, that Singapore call sign reminds me, guys. Hold on. This is very important, so I'm gonna switch frequencies real quick. Okay, guys. So one of the announcements over the weekend, inibuilds released their version of the ultra long haul. Okay. If you guys didn't already know, I said that if we don't get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and they release the ultra long range A350, that once we do hit 2,000 subscribers, I would do a A350 ultra long range JFK to Singapore flight on live stream. So if you haven't already, it's super important. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Share my YouTube channel wherever you got to do. Okay. Make sure, please, that you subscribe. 1, 2. Tell your friends to subscribe, because once we get to 2,000 subscribers, we are going to fly JFK to Singapore in the A350, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be lit. It's going to be amazing. So make sure to do that if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys very, very much. All right, we got our PDC. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, PDC. So we got Gael as filed. Squawking 3325. And clear Newark 5 departure, maintain 2,500. We'll set that in the MCP here, 2,500. Expect 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure using 123, 125, 325. Contact 125, 325 for taxi. All right, perfect. Damn, dude, he's busy. He's busy, boys. He's busy. All right, so while we already got our clearance, we'll just go ahead and get off that frequency just so it's not, you know, we're not getting, oops. Didn't mean to click that. Bring back my chair. Thank you. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and request boarding. We're trying to get out of here by 40 past the hour. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and request boarding. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start plugging and chugging at our FMC here. I do have the, what's it called? The Wing MCDU or the FMC. So if you don't see me actually clicking the buttons on the FMC, but it's moving, that's why. All right, we're going to go 22 right for, actually, I'm not going to do that. I have to request the flight plan first. So let's go ahead and request the flight plan first. And then we'll go ahead and get everything all set up for our flight.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All right, route up link is ready. Let's go ahead and load the flight plan. And we'll go to SIDS on my iPad here. We'll do the Newark 5 departure. We'll pin that. All right.
Departure checks completed.
22 right. We'll go ahead and put that in here. We are United Flight 80. And we'll go ahead and activate, execute that. And we'll come over to departures. Oops, I forgot. So on the MCDU or on the FMC for WinWing, it's based on the NG or like a different FMC. So the key buttons are a little bit different on the Max, at least for the iFlight version of the plane. So, all right, we'll do Newark 4, execute that route, and we have no star. That's basically just going to be direct to Gael here, so we'll go ahead and plug that in. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and now go to init. Oops, actually, where am I trying to go? Route. Perf init. We'll go ahead and plug in. Oh wait, I forgot to plug it in. The zero fuel weight does not work in this plane, at least on the initial version of the 2024 version of the plane. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in here. All right, and reserves today. Let's go take a look at the flight plan. It'll tell us. Reserves today, let's say 3.3. Cost index of 43. They want us cost index of 60. There we go. Flight level 360 as our final. And our cruise wind today is going to be 270 at 050. That in here. Perfect. Let's go to legs, route data, and let's go ahead and request the winds. I'm flying right now, but about to descend. I'll be AFK but listening. All right, Marco, sounds good, bro. Where are you flying to? All right, we'll go ahead and load in the winds. And I'm going to use the sim brief. Where is it on this page? I think. I'm going to try to use a sim brief takeoff calculator. All right, we'll execute that. We'll go to here. Next page. Forecast. We'll go ahead and request the descent winds. We'll request, let's see, airframe max, that's good there. Optimal on noise. Anti-ice is off. Speed settings is auto. Optimum. That's our weight. Calculate. Ops 5 departure, okay. All right, let's go ahead and load in our winds. We'll go ahead and execute that. We'll go to init, index, approach, 40 plus 70, plus 60 is 202, plus another 10 is 212. So we'll go to, oh gosh, here, 212, and 2, what did I say, 2991 is the, so it's 3020 is going to be 3,000 feet above field. And then we'll target 250 on the climb out. There we go. That is looking all good. We'll go to init, M1 limit. So our selected temperature, according to the sim brief calculator, is going to be 46. Thrust is going to be takeoff 1. And there we go. Okay, so takeoff 1. Flaps 5. I don't know what my CG is. CG. Is that 25? Does that make sense? Where's the trim at? Is the trim in the green? Yeah, it's in the green. Sure, we'll call it that. All right. V1 is 150, 152, and then 158. And there we go.
Good evening.
We are all set up. You're going to Boston, down to MKJS. Is that Kingston? With my friend? Oh, that's sick, bro. What plane are you flying up there? Alright, let's go ahead and get flight directors armed. We'll go VNAV, LNAV. And V2 is going to be 158. Perfect.
This way.
The max? Nice, bro. Nice.
Welcome on board.
Hope you're enjoying your new PC. I think you told me that you got a new PC, right?
May I see your boarding
All right. Well, now everyone is boarding, so that is good there. We go ahead and switch back over. We'll go ahead and test the fire bottles.
Good evening.
Montego Bay. Oh, I knew it was somewhere in Jamaica. My fault. Oops. I guess I suck. Okay, we're at Addons Information Delta, they said. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Weather. It's not on D-Addons yet. I'll wait for it to go on D-Addons. Alright, we can go ahead and test the oxygen.
Welcome on. This way.
All right, we'll do a little welcome aboard announcement, shall we? And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you aboard United Flight 80 service over to Nuuk, Greenland. Flight time over to Nuuk today is going to be 4 hours and 2 minutes. Current weather over there in Greenland seems to be what the locals would call a beautiful day. Winds are currently coming out of the north at 36 knots, gusting up to 54 knots. And we got scattered clouds at 300 feet, broken clouds at 600 feet, and overcast clouds at 2,900 feet, and rain. We'd like to thank you so much for choosing United Airlines, and we'd like to welcome you to the friendly skies of United. We'll be pushing back here momentarily. Flight time, or flight up there should be mostly smooth on departure here in Newark. However, there's some storms that popped up in the area, so we will be having the flight attendants be seated for the initial part of the flight due to some predicted rough air on our climb out. Once we get over to the U.S.-Canada border, it should smooth out, and we should be having a normal service. We'd like to thank you again for choosing the friendly skies of United, and welcome aboard. All right, I think that was a beautiful, beautiful speech. What do you guys think? All right, there we go. That's all good there. I think we're cooking, chat. I think we're cooking. All right, let's go ahead and keep checking for the ATIS here. There we go. Now it popped up. All right, information Delta 2709 satch miles of visibility, rain, basically the same thing that we saw earlier. 29 or 9 or 1. All right, yeah, for intersection whiskey. Ooh, that's what I forgot to calculate in my takeoff performance. I forgot to do an intersection departure. Hmm. 10,150. 10,000. 10,000. What was it? $10,150. There we go. 10,150 feet, pounds. Autumn. Wet. Oh, everything seems to be the same. I said speeds increase to improve climb limitation. Anti-ice op leads are on. Runway. Alright. Never mind. We're good, chat. We're good. We're good. Unrealistic pilot announcement. Oh, true. I forgot the, I forgot to do that. You're right. My fault. Alright, how is GSX doing over here? We're almost done with boarding. Actually, hold on. Alright, we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to brief myself here. As far as the taxis go, I'm going to go ahead and push back. We'll probably do Alpha 10. My guess is Alpha 10 Bravo, and we'll take Bravo Romeo to Whiskey, and then we'll take off 2 to right on Whiskey. Alright, bro. Have a good one. And then after that, our departure off of runway 22 right, climb left to 190 to the 2 DME, the ILSQ, use 2.8 is not available, then climb right. Okay, let's do this. Fix. Wait, no. Oh, it's right here. Menu. Fix page. Let's go ahead and go.
Good evening.
And we go 2.3 DME. And then climb right, heading 220, maintain 250 or 2,500 feet. Cool. That's the top altitude. So basically, we're going to go ahead and depart out here. Once we hit the 2.3 DME, we're going to go ahead and turn right 220, and then we'll go ahead and get vectors over to Gael. All right. As far as departure goes, anything below V1, we'll go ahead and reject. Anything above V1, below anything above V1 but below rotate, we'll go ahead and reject for fire, failure, fear, or shear. Anything above rotation speed, we'll go ahead and rotate, contact appropriate controls, and come back to the field. Good. No takeoff alternate.
This way.
All right. It's looking all good. Any questions? I think we're good. I think we're doing good. Oops, what's that? My fault, guys. Alright, they're all done in the back there. Let's go ahead and go to menu. System page, we'll go to actually back, ground support, disconnect all this, get rid of all of it. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get this going. We'll get leads on. Alright, I think we're all set to go, guys. We'll go ahead and get our beacon light on, and we'll go ahead and request for push.
Locking gear.
Foxtrot 3.
Release parking brakes, please.
We just see. I'm curious to see. Oops. It's still part of the non-movement area. Oh yeah. This is where the non-movement area ends. Oh, never ground is on 121.1. All right, guys, here we go. Let's go ahead and get set up here. let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Oh, wait.
Hi, and welcome. We're happy to have you aboard, and we appreciate your attention as we get this safety video off and rolling.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
FAA regulations require you to follow the instructions of our crew members and comply with all posted and lighted signs. Please review the safety card located at your seat.
It's important to have your seatbelt on at all times. To fasten your seatbelt, slide the metal end into the buckle. Tighten by pulling the loose end of the strap. Lift the buckle to release. When the seatbelt sign is on, your seatbelt must be fastened low and tight across your lap. In case of unexpected turbulence, keep your seatbelt fastened even when the seatbelt sign is off.
Please take a moment to look around in order to familiarize yourself with the aircraft. Boeing 737 is equipped with 4 exit doors, 2 on each side of the aircraft. If the doors are opened in an emergency, slides will automatically inflate. In a water landing, forward door slides detach from the aircraft and serve as extra flotation. Do not use the aft exits unless advised by a crew member. You will also find 4 life rafts located in marked compartments. 2 are located in ceiling compartments in the forward cabin, and 2 are in ceiling compartments aft of the overwing exits. There are also 4 window exits over the wings. If needed, lifelines are located in the window frames of the aft overwing exits. All 8 exits are marked with overhead signs. As you locate the 2 exits nearest your seat, remember, they may be behind you.
If you are seated in an exit row, you may be asked to assist the crew during an evacuation.
Well, that's a nice Singapore
Comfortable
A350
performing
takeoff.
exit row functions and assisting in an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to be moved. If you must evacuate the aircraft,
Unlocking gear.
exit path lights on or near the floor will illuminate and guide you to the exit. Look for a change in color or an exit sign to indicate that you have reached an exit. For everyone's safety, leave all carry-on bags behind. Please refer to the safety card near your seat for the operation of the exit doors on this aircraft.
If necessary, oxygen masks will drop from a compartment
All right, go
above
ahead and
your
get that to
seat
continuous,
ceiling
and we'll
compartments
go
in
ahead
the
and start.
lavatories. If a strap appears
We'll start
and you cannot
number 1
reach the
here.
mask, pull down on the strap to access your mask. Firmly pull the mask to extend the plastic tubing and start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic band over your head, and tighten the straps. The bag may not inflate
truck
while oxygen is
disconnected.
flowing. Make
5
sure your mask is
apps in
secure
removed.
before helping others.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Should you need it, you'll find a light vest equipped with the water-activated light in the pouch under, between, or next to your seat. When directed, pull the tab to remove the pouch. If present, remove the strap from around the pouch. Tear open the pouch, remove and unfold the vest. Slip it over your head, wrap the belt around your waist, and secure it to the buckle in front. Pull the loose end tight.
God,
Inflate your
bro, the
vest
Max
prior
sounds
to
are so
exiting the
good.
aircraft by pulling down sharply on the red tab. You can also inflate the vest by
So,
pulling
so
the
good.
This aircraft is also equipped with infant light vests, which will be distributed if necessary.
Smoking, vaping, using e-cigarettes, or smokeless tobacco are not allowed on this aircraft. FAA regulations prohibit tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. U.S. law also requires passengers to comply with lighted signs and crew member instructions.
Now boarding.
Make sure you've switched all smartphones, tablets, and e-readers to airplane mode. For taxi, takeoff, and landing, large electronic devices must be turned off and stowed. For international destinations, your flight attendants will advise you if it's necessary to turn off and stow all devices. We'll be taking off soon. Please review the safety card located near your seat. Stow your tray table, food and beverages, carry-on items, headrest, and footrest. Make sure your seat back is upright and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Please place your personal item under the seat in front of you. If you lose your phone or other device under a seat, ask a flight attendant to help find it. Please do not move the seat, as this can damage the device and its battery.
We know that who you choose to travel with matters as much as where you're going. So thank you for choosing to fly with United.
This is the story of every
I've said it
flight
before,
to
but I
every
think
place
the
you'll
2024
ever
ground
have to take,
physics
ever.
physics
There's
are
the
so much
one
better
you'll
than
take
2020
across an ocean,
because
or
right
back
now
home to the kids' table. All the flights to all the places when all your friends get married in the same year. The
because
work
right
one,
now
the fancy work
I haven't
one,
touched the
the
throttle
flights
at
you'll
all,
take
and we're
with them,
taxing
and
on
the
just
ones you'll
idle
take
thrust,
without
which is
them,
realistic to
and
the
all
max.
the flights in between. Because when
But
we
I feel like in
built the
2020 you
world's
couldn't do
biggest
this.
airline, we built it around you.
Never ground United 80, holding short of Alpha on Alpha 10. Never ground United 80, information Delta on board on Alpha 12, holding short, or excuse me, Alpha 10, holding short Alpha, rest taxi runway 22 right. Two right at intersection Whiskey, November, Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey, United 80. Alright guys, here we go. Oh no, we're gonna get stuck behind a slowpoke. All right. The Speedbird, I think it's a 7.8 up there. Nice 787, I'm taking off. Or no, A350. Oh shoot, never mind. It's A350. 5900. Got a American 738 and I think a United 738 up in front of us. Flight attendants VCC for departure. We got someone landing right now. Oh, we got a FedEx. FedEx 737. Over to Newark departure. Have a good one. What's up, Hitman Dang? I am late and missed the safety announcement. You're good, man. You're good, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. Better late than never. Right now, we're number 3 for takeoff right now at Newark. The Max looks so good in 2024. Looks really good. I wish there was a way I could turn back time without changing the weather. I think once we get in cruise, we'll turn back the times just so we can land during the day in Nuke. What's that? What? What's a ERW? Oh yeah, it's busy at Newark. Yeah, it is. It's busy in New York. Shoot it right at Whiskey Land away, United 80. We're gonna wait for the gotta wait for this guy to take off though. Runway turn off lights, taxi light could come off. We'll go ahead and get the landing lights on, wing lights on, and we'll get the strobe lights on. Company traffic landing over here. Is that a 7.6? Dang, it's a 7.6-300. Damn. Can't wait for a Bluebird simulation 7.6 up to the 7.5. I feel like the 7.6 is a plane I haven't flown in so long. Ever since like FSX, I feel like it's been. Damn, bro, look at that windsock. Look at that windsock, dude. It's gonna be a lot of wind. Is it right at whiskey? Clear for takeoff. United 80. The wing seems to hit big. Oh yeah, bro. We're gonna go over that for sure in just a second. But yeah, bro, they did. 100%. I agree. Knots cross-checked. V1. Rotate. Positive to climb, gear up. Lap thrust. Flaps 1. Flaps up. At 2,100. Right 360 up to 10,000, United 80 heavy, or excuse me, United 80. 10,000, and then we'll go 360, oops. All right. 122532, have a good one. So far we got full ATC all the way up there. I mean, we got Boston Center, we got Toronto Center, we got Montreal Center, basically all the way up. So we'll see how long this lasts though. Next Center United AD climbing out of 8,600 for 10,000 on a heading of 360. Climb up to 16,000 United AD. Direct to Mislin, United 80. I'm maintaining 250 United 80. We're going. Slowly but surely, we're going. Alright, 318,000, we'll go ahead and hit standard. Get landing lights off, wing lights off, lower light can come off. Everything else is good. All right, we'll go ahead and turn down the sim sounds for a little bit here. Up to 360 United 80. All right, guys, up to 360. We're going to continue our climb. And while we do that, we're actually going to be doing the Wordle. So if you guys know, this is where we go ahead and we do the Wordle together. If you guys don't know what Wordle is, basically guess a word. If it's green, it means it's there. If it's yellow, the letter is there, but not at the correct place. Oh wait, I do. There we go. I know how to spell. Okay, the I is in the middle. All right. There's an I in the middle. All right, lock in. Yo, what's up, D1 Aviator? Just in time. We got to figure out this Wordle, boys. We got to figure out this Wordle. All right, so we got an I in the middle. Moist. Damn, bro, that got us nothing. Ugh. That got us nothing. Holy cow, okay. Bro, this one's kind of getting me. We only have one letter the entire time. One 4.7. Have a good one. Boston Center United 80 climbing through flight level 270 for 360. Bro, it says 134.7, but on V pilot it says 134.699. There we go. That was a weird glitch. Boston Center United 80 climbing through flight level 280 4360. I maintain 360 United 80. All right. Is there a Y in there somewhere? Bro, this, it's so hard because I have 0 letters at all. I just know exactly what the I is. Maybe like an XXIV something. No, IV. Billy. Oh, Lily? Lilies. No. I think it's a illy. It's a illy maybe. I just don't know what. That's the number one issue. I don't know what this could be, bro. BRI? Really? Right now I just want a word. I just want any word, bro. Dude, I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding this at all. Okay. XXILY. No. Okay, what about, can I get a guess at the beginning? Like, would it be P? Would it start with a P and then R then I? See, I would guess prime. Even though we already know there's no E or an M, I still want to guess it just so I can see what. Oh my god, bro, chat, we're cooked. Oh my god, bro, we're cooked. There's no P and an R in this, bro. Oh my god, dude, we're so cooked. Oh my god. Bro, we're so cooked in this. Hold on. EWBY. No. WWWXI. Oh my god, it's a witch. Dude, oh my god. Dude. We're not getting any, dude, we're getting fried right now. We are getting absolutely fried right now. BLI. Glibby. Licky. Oh my god, it's Blink. Bro, I'm so dumb. Oh my god, chat, dude, I'm so dumb. Wow. That was pretty scary, I'll be honest. That was pretty scary. Blink. That's what we're doing, bro. Alright guys, at 5:30, CST Gaming, as well as other content creators that went to the Flight Sim Expo, are going to be doing a live stream kind of recapping what they saw. So instead of me trying to dig out all the different videos that were posted, I'm going to go ahead and tune into their live stream, and then we can kind of listen to what they have to say, and I'll give my thoughts on it as well. But my initial thoughts on the Flight Sim Expo news and stuff like that, I think WinWing is going to have a crazy year this following year with all those products. Like the fact that they even have a gear lever with Airbus controls for auto brakes and stuff like that. I think that's really cool that they're just like expanding to that level. I don't know if I have room for that, I'll be honest, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll get it. The radio panels are 100% something I want to get. I think that'll be really cool to tune in, use a radio panel to tune in stuff, as well as use the squawk. They have a little transponder. I think that's really cool, and a little radio panel right here, so you can actually select stuff like that, which is really cool. I think it's really cool, especially for planes like the FS Labs A321, where you can actually adjust the audio with the knobs. Let's see, do we have sunshades? Freaking bright. But I think those are really cool. Cabin sun visors, no. Yeah, we're gonna be flying over some weather right now. We're gonna be expecting some turbulence. Guess I'll make an announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, we reached our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. We're going to be approaching some storms here to the north of New York State. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that seatbelt sign on. So make sure you keep your seatbelts securely fastened. Once you pass over the weather down below, we'll go ahead and turn off that fasten seatbelt sign, and we'll get the meal service started. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing the friendly skies of United, and welcome aboard. Let me see that big thing. That's kind of crazy. What big thing? I'm gonna need $50 if you want to see a wagon. Yeah, bro. Tell JC to get his ass up in here, bro. You want my shift tomorrow, JC? My 6:45 to 1:30? Bro, my back still hurts so bad. JSX messed me up, bro. JC, are you dead ass? I'll send it to you if you want it. Hey, bro, I need $5 at least, Devin. At least. Bro, speaking of which, I just got an email that said "Welcome to United," and it tells me what I'm supposed to do on my first day. If you're dead ass, JC, I'll send it to you right now if you want it. Cause my back fucking hurts so bad still. I need to go to the doctors. I went to the chiropractor today, but it still kind of hurts. Yeah, bro, WW. That's why I'm flying United right now, bro. Alright, bro, I'll send it to you. Low-key need the money, but I'll be alright. Wait, tomorrow's 8 a.m. to 4:30? Damn, bro, what the hell? Why do they... Bro, we could do COD tonight. I could be down. Bro, it's 8 a.m. to 4:30. When did they change it? Hey, bro, I'm down for COD tonight, bro. AM to 4:30. Damn. Did our flights switch? Is that why they changed the times? Because Friday it's 6:45 to 1:30 still, but tomorrow it's from 8 to 4:30. Bro, my back, like, dude, something happened to my back. My back, I did a stretch and it just zapped my back. My back just hurts, and it hit a nerve, and now my chest hurts and my side hurts. Bro, I'm getting old, bro. I'm unk status right now. On God, bro. I'm on status. Damn, bro, it's about to be 4 to 5 hours, this person said, for my 12577. Have a good one. Yeah, 80. 12577. Toronto Center, United 80, flight level 360. Damn, bro, they want 4 to 5 hours of my time tomorrow or on July 7th to do paperwork. Please bring. I want my vest size. I can't remember what my vest size is. What's my vest size? I think it's I'm gonna say 2X because I don't want it tight. Give me 1 second. Optimus 37. We'll do 370 for United 80. I'm now 370 United 80. All right, let's go ahead and step up to 370. All right, we'll start our climb. On to 877. Have a good one. United 80. Montreal Center, United 80, flight level 370. Oh, fuck. We've reached the French. All right, boys. They won't need to talk to me for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead.
Yo, yo, welcome aboard.
Oops. Everyone seems quiet to me.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about our trips, right? Like, how was flying in and out of Providence this year?
Well, what's the furthest? Who flew from the furthest distance?
I flew from Orlando. Yeah, no, Perseus team. Orlando. Oh, no, XP's in Palm Beach. So.
Yeah, I'm in Palm Beach. I think mine was like almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 50 minutes. But honestly, the flight was like, this is my direct flight out of that Kennington. So it was just, all right, so I'm not going to show off, but literally Palm Beach is 15 minutes from my airport, from where I live. I park in the parking lot. It takes 5 minutes from the lot to TSA. And because I have TSA pre, I'm at the gate in like 10 minutes, something like that. It's crazy. But it was JetBlue, direct flight, and it worked out well. Just no delays going. We had a traffic delay coming back, which is kind of funny. It's like they were slowing down traffic because I guess Boston, Providence.
I don't know. To me, they're quiet. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
So are we talking, I'm sorry if I intruded, are we talking longer distance or longest flight? That's a difference, right? Because I did connected flights. So I landed in DC first, and then from DC I went to Providence. So 2 flights, but I mean I don't know, it wasn't that long. It was like six something hours with the downtime. Yeah, not bad. Southwest. Yeah, Southwest. Yeah. And on the way back, I got to fly on a Max.
Nice. Hold on, did you get assigned seats on Southwest? Did they switch to assigned seats yet?
They still do boarding.
They still do pre-boarding, but what I do is I check in very early, so I get like alpha, so I board like first line.
I've also noticed they actually don't really care. Because you were accidentally in the 15 line and I had 34.
unless you're somebody like me, I go through every person. I'm like, what's your number? I want my spot.
You're that
I pay
guy.
for my spot. That was good, man. Yeah, we had obviously flying out of Baltimore. We had it was scheduled to be an hour and 15-minute flight. We were there in 50 minutes. I will say we did come in hot. The pilot had to do one of those NASA shuttles S-turn to get us in there. But overall, we had a bit of weather. Speaking to all of the guys, I think we had most of the chop. Seatbelt signs were on early. And we had some pretty good chop coming in there, but for us, fun ride. Other than that, go ahead,
let's rewind back because I thought something Leo did was super freaking dope leading up to Expo. He had 10 freaking guys fly into his house
So
for the night for like the pre-party.
So we
Tell us about that real quick.
So we had the crazy idea of, hey, why don't we all meet up in Baltimore and take the same flight up to Expo? All of my guys, freaking awesome idea. So they came in actually Wednesday. So they came in Wednesday, Geo, Rock City, Greenlight, Captain Will. All of those guys came in Wednesday, hung out. And then we also had the crazy idea, well, gee, what if we did a stream from my area, from my home? And you see how that turned out. So it was a blast. We did our simple Expo flight. Geo took off and got us up a cruise. I let the boys have it, check out my setup, and then I, did the approach and arrival into Providence. So it was fun. It was fun. It was a nice experience, and I think we're gonna do it this year. Little disclaimer though, or not disclaimer, a little sneak peek. We're thinking about doing it again next year, only leaving out of Atlanta to take the A350 from Atlanta to New York.
Okay, there we go. Well, that is a good idea right there. Like fly to like an airport, whatever, like a dope plane, and then like all experience like a 350, 78, 777, whatever, like together, like to fly to. That's one of the cool things. I was talking to somebody about this at Expo, which is why it's cool to have it at your hometown, right, for the convenience. But it's also cool to not have it at your hometown because part of the flights and Expo experience is actually flying in to the event.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Where'd you fly from?
So I hopped on the early morning Southwest flight from Orlando.
Guys,
direct
welcome to the stream, man. It's awesome to have you guys
I
on
woke
stream
up
and chat.
at around
I don't want to talk over other
4:30,
people.
left
That's
the
why I'm
house.
not talking as much.
It was
but,
like a
I
30-minute
appreciate you guys.
drive to
Be sure
Orlando.
to smash that like button if you guys like
parked
this
the
type of
car, got
content.
there,
And yeah, welcome. Glad to have you
boy,
guys.
check-in for bags was like out the door. So we had to actually cut the line because we were like boarding in like 50 minutes and quickly dropped off the bags, ran through TSA, and luckily right when we got there, it turns out we got a plane change. So they completely switched our plane. Plane was being pulled up into the gate with the tug. So it was a little sigh of relief. And then funny enough, while walking to the gate, I ran into wrong side and he was trying to jump seat onto my flight, but his jump seat was full, so he ended up hopping on like the Breeze flight right after. But yeah, going up was a little bit crazy trying to make the flight, but once we made it, it was, completely full flight, by the way. I was in the back row, got the last window seat, and then going back home yesterday was a nightmare.
Oh man. So here's a question for you guys. I was there. I'm not sure if I was here, but when he comes back, he'll tell us who we took. How many of you, as you said, you met wrong side? How many of you met passengers on your plane that was going to Expo? Because something happened to me in the terminal, which was crazy.
So V-Pilot Designs was on my flight going up, and I didn't know it. But last night I ran into him, and he was on my same flight going home. So yeah, V-Pilot's in my chat right now. But what's up? But yeah, it was fun running into him. Same with the wrong side. And then, but going home last night, we were supposed to depart at like 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. And we kept getting plane changes after plane changes, and it keeps on getting pushed back like 11 p.m., 11:30, 11:45. Then it finally goes like midnight Southwest. And so then so the way that call sign works is, and it's weird how Southwest system is they operate multiple legs under the same call sign. So they operate Baltimore to Providence and then Providence to Orlando. And so the plane was still in Providence, and it flew up to it was in Baltimore, flew up to Providence, and then had to take us to Orlando. So plane came in around 12:30ish, and then we finally boarded. Quickly got up on out of there, but got in around 3 a.m. and then didn't get home till 4. So it was a little crazy.
I will say real quick that is the beauty of getting the early flight out. Less chances.
Yeah, we were about to change it. We were about to change it to 5 a.m. and just book a hotel.
Yep.
There are
first flight of the day.
there's guys that's still trying to get home.
What?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like Will and them just recently left out of Providence.
Well, they wanted first class, so.
Yeah. Green light is not too long ago departing out of Providence. He's got to stop in Chicago and then get all the way back to Phoenix.
Man. It's funny you guys say that because I
I was
actually
home before 10 this morning. So.
Yep.
no, I was gonna say I actually I was supposed to stay at the expo until Monday, but last minute I was like, look, everybody's leaving. You know, most of the people were leaving on Sunday afternoon. I was like, look, what am I gonna do by myself? You know, so I decided to
come hang out with us.
Well, I told you it was gone. XP was gone. You stayed until Monday, Blue?
Yeah, I left this morning.
I didn't get the memo.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, but I changed my flight to Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I mean I paid a little bit of money, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I think I'm glad I did it, and I'm probably going to do things a little bit differently next year when it comes to flying in and flying out. To, I guess, minimize expenses in a way. Maybe do a little smarter than I did this year. But yeah, and going back to what the previous question that you had regarding, did you see anybody going to the expo in your flight? I'm almost ashamed of saying this because you meet so many people, right? And I'm not used to it. I'm not a big VIP or anything like that. So whenever I do encounter some people that walk by me on the plane, boarding the plane, they're like, CST? And I'm like, you are, dude. You know, it's like, hey, good to meet you. So yeah, I did see probably about 3 or 4 people boarding the same flight from DC to Providence that were going to the expo. They introduced themselves, and yeah, I mean it's awesome to actually experience that, right? I even had, and I was very humbled by it. I had a kid that came up with a nice poster that he made himself, and he was like, "Hey, CST, can you sign this?" And I saw that XP had signed it, and I think Blue signed it as well. So I was like, okay, man,
That's
great.
smart.
I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh my god, dude.
That was
like,
him. If I was a kid, I would sell that poster for like $20.
Yeah.
he caught me over by the Bluebird booth, and
Yeah.
I was just like, me? I'm just little old Leo. Like,
he's like, you know me? You know me? What?
Right. So it was pretty cool, and it was also piggybacking off what CST said, it's definitely humbling to meet these people out in public and be able to experience the love and passion for aviation as we so often do.
No,
I might have to bring my own poster next year. It's like a yearbook signing, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Here you go. Sign this. Well, this brings up a good question I have for you guys then, because you guys have been a couple of expos at least, and my question is, what do you think? Well, not what you go to the expo for, but is it interaction with people or is it the hardware at the expo? How do you put those? Which comes first for you guys?
Honestly, for me, it's the people. It's like you talk to people in Discord like all day in DC, just joke around with each other, and you actually see them like in real life. It's like I like the people. Products are cool. Meeting the friends on this thing is pretty sick.
Yeah.
So even
I agree.
even when you're talking hardware, right, and developers and manufacturers of peripherals, it's still people, right? You get to meet these people and get to see what they actually are like. Talking to a lot of these people through emails, you really don't have that one-on-one. Okay, once you actually do put the face to the name and you get to meet them, who knew that the CEO of Synaptic was 21 years old? I mean,
what?
That is crazy.
It's insane. It's insane, right? So when you get to meet these people, that you have an idea of what they might look like, or what they might sound like, or what they might carry themselves like. it's one thing, but when you actually meet them and you're like, holy crap, right? It's like I'm sorry, did you say you're 21 years old? That's awesome, dude.
Basically,
You know?
I take back everything I said bad about you online.
No, but you know that's the thing, right? So, and obviously the people, because we're hanging out at the expo all day, but we're all like coming up to each other and we're like, hey, what are you doing later? Are we going out to eat? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? And we all, you know, like Leo actually had the great idea of you know, making this group chat, putting us on there so everybody knows what we're all
Great
doing
idea.
and hang out at the end of the day. But that's what's cool, like building those bridges, building the community, building a relationship with other content creators, streamer, and evolving into a great friendship, you know.
I can't take credit for the idea. Big Ralph tasked me to make the group chat.
Yeah,
for WhatsApp.
Whatever, whoever had the idea.
So,
was
for you guys in the audience, the group chat basically is like what was it on Instagram? It's on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
And with so many people and friends and creators going, like you're staying at different hotels or B&Bs or whatever, it's a way to tell people, hey, we're going to be at this restaurant or this bar, or we're going to meet up at this time, versus you by yourself trying to figure out where everybody else is. Just drop it in the group chats. It's an impromptu group chat that works very well to know what's going on. If you want to know what's going on, check the group chat. You see some pictures and some stuff. It did work well, absolutely. But yeah, for me, it's the people as well. You know, every time I go, like, I want to see the hardware, I want to see this, I want to see that. But when people talk to you, like, yeah, you know, look, Flight Sim's a small community, and this is the only time, because outside of this, you tell people you do Flight Sim, they look at you like, flight what? What is that? You get a building full of Flight Sim people, it's like, they know what I'm talking about when I say Flight 5, you know, something like that. Except for the wives, that's it. They're like, oh.
Well, shout out to the wives for real.
Yes.
My wife doesn't even want to come. She's like, Flight Sim, why did you go?
Me too.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing, you know, the spouses that support the hobby, that not even content creators, just regular guys. Like one guy I met, his wife, his birthday present was coming to Expo. She paid for everything. Oh yeah, it was like that was his birthday present, you know. And I was like, wow, I think it's Melvin, his name, if I remember correctly. But that's a good thing. But it's a people thing. I mean, I know we're gonna get into hardware manufacturers and thought about certain devices. I won't get into that, but all in all, it's the people. I'll give you a quick funny story. And this was like surreal to me. So coming back, JetBlue got delayed. I saw the first officer walk off the plane. Something said, hey, stop the guy and ask him, hey man, is it air traffic control? Is it weather? What's going on? Is it TFR? He goes, I don't really know. It's just like a flow thing. So he left. In Palm Beach, I got off the plane. I was trying to see if I could go up to the cockpit. That's all of us going to do because, hey, he wasn't in there. The captain was standing there. I was like, damn it. I walk off the jet bridge. The guy was standing there at the jet bridge. He pulled me aside. He goes, hey man, I know your voice.
Uh-oh.
You sound familiar.
Wow.
And the guy's like, yeah, I think you do flights and whatever. I was like, yeah, thank you. And I was gonna go dip in my pocket and give him a sticker. And I'm like, dude, this is so stupid. You a fake pilot on the internet flying with a keyboard gonna give you a sticker to a real pilot just landed the jet with 2 other people.
Oh man.
I'm like, don't do it. Walk away. Say thank you very much and leave. It was so funny. Yeah.
Oh no, guys.
He said,
I
don't
think
do
this
it.
might crash.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. No. We could talk about hardware.
I was just trying to look at the progress to see what time I was gonna get there.
Without mentioning Wing, what impressed you?
Actually, before we go there,
All right, go
let's,
ahead, Blue. Sorry.
the people, I think we all agree the people are the best part of Flex Expo, even for the hardware. Obviously, there's a lot of hardware to see, a lot of great things. But let's talk about Friday night, the announcements, and the event. Let's talk about the events, the organization.
Come on, baby.
The announcements.
Come on, baby.
What did you think of the whole
Come on, baby.
Friday announcement event?
I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you for a second. Come on, baby.
I think Friday is not one that I'm always excited for, just because I'm not a classroom setting type person. So it was exciting. Some of the things that we heard, that we saw. However, I was dozing. I think everybody was kind of tired. I had been up late. I didn't pack until maybe, I don't know, a couple hours before it was time to leave. So I was wore thin at that point. But I do enjoy of what we saw on Friday.
So I don't know. I don't know what the order is, but so that was one of those things that I've been debating. This is my second expo, and I am debating next year skipping Friday and flying in Friday night, and then doing Saturday, Sunday, and leaving Sunday afternoon or Sunday night. Because as much as I do enjoy the presentations and all that good stuff, I think, in a sense, for me, having to
If I exit this.
fork out all that money for those particular couple hours, I think it's a waste for me. I can very well just go online and watch it, restream it, whatever, right? Do all that and share the experience with other people, and then actually fly for the Saturday and Sunday event, which is, we're the big thing, right? When we all get down to it. So I'm still debating. I'm probably still gonna be there on Friday, but we'll see. I'm heavily considering probably skipping the Friday.
I think I enjoyed a lot of the Friday announcements. It's just, it seems like a lot of them were relating to AI, and I'm just not it's cool, but I'm just not the biggest fan of all.
Yeah, bro.
the
AI in
stuff.
flight sim is
Like,
annoying.
There's an AI copilot, there's an AI ATC, an AI trainer, AI CFI. It's like it's cool, but once you're sitting there for an hour and a half talking about more AI, got a little slow for me in my head. At least. A lot of stuff is cool though. I enjoy especially the I forgot the guy's name. I'll come back to it. I forgot his name. I'll have to look back at it. It was one really cool presentation.
I think for me, and I hate to say it, but a lot of the guys who are very creative are not good at either public speaking or selling their products. Does that make sense? You get a big audience in front of you. We got 5 minutes or 10
Chat,
minutes. They
we
give
might be
you, and
screwed, I'll be
that's
honest.
it. You got 10 minutes.
This thing's
They're gonna
locked
walk
up,
off
bro.
and shut the mic down, and it's not going to be good. I think you should sit at home if you have a product and decide what is the most exciting things I can show my audience to get them to want my product. We don't need a class. We don't need. You have a limited time, and if somebody could get into a developer ear and say, "Hey, you got a great product, but let me take over the presentation of it for you." Like 1 year, they gave it to Two-Tone Murphy to do, which was great.
That was
right?
great, by the way.
That was great. So that was my only gripe with Friday. Is it make the presentations long, because what was being presented at the time is like, this might be cool, but like listening is like, yeah. So I know what CSC's talking about. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean.
I've been a big advocate for the Friday concept. The idea, I believe, comes from like, E3 or gaming conferences, right? Where they have a night where they have a bunch of developers announce their big new titles for the next year, right? Which is usually pretty exciting because, like, oh, there's a lot of cool things coming out. I think the issue with Friday is that, for one, like XP says, the presentations themselves are pretty boring. These guys who are developers are great at their job, great at making products, but they're not good at public speaking. They're not good at putting together a slideshow and engaging people. And so it's just not interesting. I mean, I know some things we're just not interested in at all. Like Al said, he's not interested in AI. But even if he's not interested in AI, the person presenting AI should still find a way to engagingly, right, present the AI in a short. And also, I think that
Damn, bro, the sim really froze up,
if it's
guys.
a really hot topic, like X-Plane or Microsoft or PMDG, something like that, they should get a longer time. If it's something that's like not so interesting, I mean, shouldn't be up there any longer than 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's just a video. I mean, I know that they're paying for those slot times, so it's not based on popularity. But so one of my suggestions that I had was, for one, I think these developers next year, I hope they're watching. I hope Evan's watching. I hope some developers are watching. I think next year they need to take advantage of streaming.
Damn, guys, I think we might have to do this one another day.
Used to talking in front of people, like Phil there, for example, had that one streamer who plays the Tower Simulator. They had him out there with them talking, and he was actually cool, but the rest of them kind of were like awkward, right? So if they just had did a rundown with him, like, hey, this is what we're talking about.
GG's, sim froze up. It's not fucking unfreezing. Hmm. Well, a sim locked up, boys. That's frustrating, but oh well. I think that's just gonna be it for tonight. Fortunately, not able to do it, so I'll probably have to stream tomorrow then, since I wasn't able to tonight. Do apologize, guys. Hope you guys have a good night, and stay tuned for a live stream hopefully tomorrow.